drives it into right center field, hit a ton. This baby is way back. Out of here.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. And if you're not already subscribed, would love it, would appreciate it, would mean everything to me if you hit that subscribe button. I want to welcome everyone who's been subscribing the last few days, getting new people on board, part of the show. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Today we're talking about the Houston Astros. And the Astros have been accused of cheating in 2017 by having a camera out in center field at Minute Maid Park, a camera that would zoom into the catcher. They would be able to pick up the signs through a monitor that was placed between the dugout and the clubhouse. Insane accusations. But if you watch the video evidence, it almost seems like it can't be false because the signs were going down, change up or whatever, no runner at second. So the runner at second wasn't picking up the signs. Whoever was picking up the signs was relaying it to someone in the dugout who would go bang, bang to the trash can. It would happen so quick, and you're like, who's picking up these signs? How are you getting these signs so quickly? There has to be some kind of electronics involved. That's what it felt like in those videos. The new Mets manager, Carlos Beltran, before the Mets have a spring training game, is in hot water now because he was on that team and he's getting interviewed. He's getting questioned about it. He told Joel Sherman that they did not steal signs illegally, that it was all legit, that they weren't illegally using electronics or anything like that. Carlos Beltran said that. I mean, the case closed because a Major League Baseball player would never lie about wrongdoing. That is not in their character. Are you kidding me? That is absolutely ludicrous to think that a Major League Baseball player would lie. Come on.
I have never used steroids. I have never used steroids. I have never used steroids.
In all seriousness, we don't know 100% what Carlos Beltran knows and doesn't know, but we know that Carlos Beltran was the veteran star, of that team. This is a guy who's been playing for a long time, an extremely intelligent guy who was obviously working with the managers and the coaches because he's a manager now. 2 years later, he's a manager. So he had, at that time, a managerial future. He was, talking to the coaches and the manager. I mean, he was basically a player coach, I believe, at that time. And even if he wasn't, that someone, a veteran like that, a Carlos Beltran on a 2017 Astros team, pretty much knew what was going on within the clubhouse. I would guess. What do I know? I know nothing. That's just it. I know nothing. Carlos Beltran knows the opposite of nothing. He knows everything that's going on. So it would surprise me if Carlos Beltran was not aware of what was going on at that time. And MLB is going to interview not only him, they're going to interview Alex Cora, who is also a bench coach with the 2017 Astros. He's now the manager of the Red Sox. They're going to interview Hinch. They're going to try to see if they can interview a bunch of the players. They got to go through the union to do that, but they're going to try and interview as many players as they can from that team and try to figure out what to do going forward, who is guilty, who had knowledge, who didn't. And I don't know what they're going to do about it. I don't know what the punishments are going to be. I hear people saying, they should strip them of the title. I'm not a strip them of the title type. I don't like that type of move. I know it's been done in other sports, maybe in college football. We've seen awards get stripped away from guys who they found out were ineligible and things like that. I'm not a big proponent of it. If you earned the award, even if you did it cheating, if it's years later, that's history now. That's in the past, and there's nothing you can do about it. The Astros won the World Series. They celebrated. They had a parade. They got the title. They got the trophy. It's history now. There's nothing you can do about that. If you want to punish them going forward, I'm all for that. Punish the people you find out are guilty going forward. Try to deter anyone else from wanting to do that. Now, you might think, well, people are going to do it anyway if they think they can win a title. But the thing is, eventually people are going to get caught. Now that we have noticed this, people are going to be listening for banging and listening for any kind of indicator that hitters are getting. If you can indicate it to the hitter who's up there like this looking at the pitcher, someone else is going to notice it too now, especially after this whole thing. So it's going to be really hard to cheat like this electronically and get away with it. If more teams get caught, which more teams might get caught because they're doing a major investigation here, and more teams are going to get caught, and hopefully it will deter this in the future. Steroids are no longer a problem that we know of, so hopefully we can move through this time and not have to worry about this in the future, and teams will be deterred from doing it. The problem, of course, is electronics are becoming more and more prevalent in the world, not less prevalent. So, it's going to be out there, and it's going to be a temptation for teams to try to figure out a way to use electronics. Later on, they're not going to need a gigantic monitor and a camera. I don't know why they even did that in 2017, Got some Bluetooth headphones, You can't figure out with the technology today a better way to do it than having a gigantic freaking monitor right there for everyone to see. I don't understand that. Not trying to give hints on how to cheat. I mean, but dang, use some common sense. I can't believe they didn't get caught in 2017. I don't want to give advice on how to cheat. I want to, but I'm not going to because I don't want teams to do it. You know, and I know that they're smarter than I. You would think that they're smarter than I am. You would think that they're smart enough to figure out, maybe not, because they're so lost in baseball that they can't think of some better ways to use electronics for their advantage, even though they have this billion-dollar team with all kinds of people employed, all kind of technical people employed. And that was their big idea, to put a gigantic monitor. Okay, but anyway, you can have the monitor somewhere and have someone in a little room somewhere. What am I doing? I'm giving up. I'm giving the tips. I'm giving the tips out. I said I wasn't going to give the tips out. I'm giving the tips out. I can't help it. I can't help it. What are you guys, crazy with the freaking monitor? Stealing signs electronically is messed up. We don't want it as part of the game. Let's get rid of this part of the game. Hopefully we don't have to deal with it in the future, or at least not for a long time in the future. At least let's have some time without this issue right now. So the Astros are going to get in big trouble. They're also investigating the Red Sox some more, even though the Red Sox already got in trouble for that 2017 Apple Watch situation. They're going to be investigating other teams. Let's hope that we don't hear from whatever your favorite team is. Let's hope I don't hear from it as the Giants. I don't want the Giants involved in anything like that. So hopefully not too many other teams come up either. I don't want to hear that the Cubs or the Yankees or anyone else was involved in this kind of thing. The Astros, we already know they're involved. The Red Sox were involved. So we'll find out where this investigation goes. It's going to be really interesting going forward. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank everybody for joining me, all the new subscribers, everyone else. Please give a thumbs up to this video. It really helps out a lot. Please hit that subscribe button so we can talk baseball all off season long. Gonna have a whole bunch more videos coming up soon. I appreciate everyone's support. Follow me on HumBabyBB, and we'll talk to you later. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.